How's it going, everyone? We're here for our top skin picks this week, and today we are starting with the high-qual metal set. Now, this one's been sitting around for a little bit, and I've been wanting to get to it, but there's just been so much good stuff, it was kind of put on the back burner. But this is the station wagon set by Nixon. Or Nixon. And I just love it, the look of it. It's all really scrapped together. The face mask is kind of different, and I just like it. It's got kind of like the chicken wire all over it. It's got all these kind of like car pieces, well, station wagon pieces, I guess, to be specific. And yeah, it's just really cool looking set. I like the stars on the top, particularly quite a bit. And like the little breathing holes, you know, that leather cap is probably pretty uncomfortable if you're wearing it all day. So, you know, at least you got some breathing holes there. And the stitching and everything, it just looks really nice. It's a great set, and I think it's something that people would like quite a bit. Now, let's go ahead and check out. We've got some other clothing options today. And this would be the CCSC set from Jensen this week. And that's basically CCSC would be the cargo ship. And if you check it out, you can see, you know, you've got all the different little logos from there. There's the CCSC. And you look like you just belong right on the cargo ship itself. I think it's a really nice set. There's a door in the box that went with it today. But I already had a couple extra doors, and there's also going to be a large box this week for charitable rust. So there's also going to be a hoodie as well, but you can't show part of this set and not show the hoodie. So we've got gloves, pants, and a pretty awesome looking hoodie. Now this one might make you stand out quite a bit, but hey, at least you can roleplay that you belong on the boat, right? Anyways, we'll grab those off and we'll look at one more piece of armor. Now this one is one where it's like, well, who wears bucket helmets? But Camlin did such a great job on it that I really wanted to show it. This artwork on it, I guess Camlin got an artist's permission to use some of their art for this, and that's just some you know, amazing artwork. I love the effort. It looks cool. At the top of it's got this crazy face. But what I really like is just the fact that it kind of looks like a clay pot. And it looks like the whole thing's made of clay. It shouldn't be doing anything really for you protection-wise, but it's just kind of awesome. And I think this one is definitely worth showing off for this week. So that does it for that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our deployables. We've got the Peacemaker door, brought to us by Bad Trip, the creator of the rest of the Peacemaker stuff. Yeah, check out this sign. They're identical on both sides, but we've got a nice little kind of custom roller. It kind of has that like steel industrial look to it, and I think it looks quite nice. We can go ahead and roll it up just because, well, what's the point of a garage door if you can't roll it up, right? But for everyone that loves the Peacemaker stuff, this is a nice addition to the collection. It's all sorts of nice blue painted scrap metal with all sorts of little graffiti all over it. And I think Bad Trip, as usual, has done a really good job. Moving on, we've got some tools this week. Starting with this graffiti rock by Tony. And, well, the reason I like this one so much is it looks like a rock that someone just decided to spray paint. It's not decals, it's not super high res kind of thing. It literally just looks like some dude was like, I'm gonna spray paint onto this rock. Got a nice little radiation symbol, all sorts of little stuff to it, and I think it'd be a nice little fit into the rock collection in game. Next up, we've got this awesome set right here, and it's the Bone Dragon set, brought to us by Jensen. Now, these are just really awesome tools. I saw them last week, and I was like, oh man, those other tools were so good, but So I said, I have to show them off this week. So we got the hatchet and the pickaxe, and they just really look like they're made from these ancient bones, and I just love the look of it. It's definitely a tool set I would love to use myself in-game, and I think he did quite well. So I think these could be some pretty good sellers. Next up, we've got this awesome hammer from Little Ranger, and it's got this sweet kind of ancient vibe to it, which is probably why it's called the Ancient Relic Hammer, as you would guess. Kind of has a bit of a maybe Aztec, Mayan kind of look to it. I think it's a really cool one. It's got a neat little face, and it kind of judges you. It's got a face on it, and it's like, you sure you want to build it that way? Are you? And yeah, I don't know. That just kind of appealed to me. I like it quite a bit. Next up, we're moving on to the weapons. We've got this awesome little crossbow here, and I think we're losing our light. Let's maybe go down to a more open field where we can get a little bit better light here. I feel like there's just shadows on us constantly here. Let's see, we'll move on down here. Let's make sure we've got the time set beautifully. Alright, so anyways, we've got this sweet looking crossbow brought to us by Hatson this week. And it's got a little face on it. There's a little eye right there. And then as you start to piece things together, you realize that's not just a gold trim. Those are teeth. And I think that's a cool little feature of it. I think it's a neat looking crossbow. And everyone tends to love crossbow skins. So I can definitely see this one going ahead and doing quite well. It has a nice kind of fancy look to it. But it still looks like it belongs in the world of Rust. And I give it props on that. Definitely one I would love to see in game. Whoop, are we skipping ahead? No, we are not. Okay, so next up we've got this toxic SAR, brought to us by Lisa, the person who has made all the other toxic skins so far. Well, I guess the AK is, as we should put it. And just like the AK, when aiming down the sight, you've got an awesome sludge skull staring back at you, which is really cool. It's got all these little stickers of, you know, hazard, biohazard, and all that. But of course, what you all want to see is, well, does it glow? And of course it does, because it wouldn't be a toxic skin otherwise. Check out that glow, yo. Just like the toxic AK, it's got a very awesome glow to it, which really sells the gun itself. Which is why, of course, I've had it included in today's skin previews. Next up, we've got to switch a couple spaces here. We've got this sweet custom SMG that I like a lot. Let's get some good light on it there. It's the Metalhead SMG brought to us by Hexit. And I love the fact that when you reload it, you're literally jamming a spine back into a skeleton. And I think that's awesome. It's got all little skulls along the side. You've got a skull and crossbone on this side. On this side, you got a bunch of skulls going on there. And when you zoom down the sides, you've got this kind of like rusty coin shape with a blue and rusting skull in it, which I think is just really cool. I love the look of it, and yeah, it's just a nice little custom. Everyone knows likes custom SMG skins, and I think this one would do quite well. Next up, we got a sweet Cold Hunter LR, excuse me, last week. Now we've got an AK counterpart. There's two versions of it. One that had dark brown cloth wraps on it, and one that had blue. And I really like the blue one, so this is the blue version, as you'll see if you look in my workshop link down below. And yeah, so you aim down, you've got some nice little icy looks to it, and it's got a nice little design on the wood there. Like I said, I like the blue and brown design on the cloth there. And yeah, just the other Cold Hunter LR did really good. I think this AK would do just as well. But hopefully we can space these out a bit in the future and not, you know, kind of overdo it. One thing I've always liked about the polymer skins is that it was like one every couple of months or something instead of every week. But this one was just too nice to pass up. Lastly, we've got this really awesome LR skin. And what I love about this LR, it is the Warband, by the way, by Teddy. And, of course, the Cold Hunter, which I forgot to mention, is still brought to us by Magnus, because, you know, that's who's making him. But, back to it. We've got this LR by Teddy. And what I like about this one is it's different from the other LRs. Most LRs have very clean skins or very bright kind of CSGO skins. This one is a worn, torn, it's you know, seen some stuff. I mean, look at it, it's all scraped up. There used to be something painted right here. You can kind of see the yellow. Maybe it was a happy face. I don't know what it was. It used to be something. Also, this does have a little red sight. So you can see the sight is actually red, which is neat. I don't know. Why is it? That's a weird shadow thing. It's black here and it's red here. If you look down, it's kind of in between. That's strange. But anyways, it has a red sight. And it's just painted up. It looks like it's seen some things. And it looks like kind of a normal guy just kind of painted it. And that's what I like. It fits into the rusty raider kind of fit of things. And that's why I picked this one out for this week. But that's going to do it, guys. Those are my skin picks. Now, we're going to play another video right here at the end. And the reason we're doing that is because Charitable Rust is this weekend. And as I mentioned previously, there are going to be some Charitable Rust skins. There's going to be a hoodie and a box. I'm not going to spoil those. You guys are going to have to wait until they're posted. But, of course, I will cover them once they are out with the rest of the skins. and you guys should really check it out. So I'm going to play the Charitable Rust trailer here at the end of my video. Make sure you guys are there. Myself and Repug will be on the special guest list, playing with some of the events with some really awesome other YouTubers, and of course the Face Punch staff, and a bunch of awesome people from Rustified. They're doing it for a really great cause. They're bringing water to people who don't have it. And Charity Water is a pretty legit charity. Everything, you know, checks out. A lot of people are worried, oh, don't do this charity, don't do that one because of this, that. They're just providing water for people, and that's something that's really crucial. And it's one of those things where you think, well, water, that doesn't seem such a big deal. It really still is, and that's the sad part. And that's why I'm glad that that's the charity for this year. So check it out. I'm going to play the trailer. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on Thursday, and we will see you Saturday for Charitable Rust. Thanks for watching. Have a great one.